Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Time to go ahead and rainbow the LR Carnival AGL Goku. I think that this guy is going to be a very, very powerful unit. So here we go. I did decide to give him mostly dodge. I know a lot of people are going to be upset about this because this Goku does require a lot of hits. You do want to get hit, what is it? Is it 9 or 8 times in order to get his big attack buff? This Goku basically is doing minuscule damage until you get that big attack buff at the end, but this guy's role is not to do damage. He's there to defend. This is a good defensive character, so I feel like just maximizing the amount of damage we potentially would take with this guy is definitely the way to go for him. He doesn't really eat too much off of additionals or crits or anything like that either. You could point out that he doesn't get maximum value from nearly any of the three: crits, additional, or dodge. So I would almost say that this is one of the characters in the game's history where his potential system build has actually mattered almost some of the least that we've ever seen. So we have him rainbowed, we got him full dodge. I also made sure to give him some strong actual equips giving him defense, since of course just his defensive stat is very, very important. By the way, at rainbow level, this guy has one of the highest defenses in the game. 18,900 is huge. So let's go ahead and hop in to a difficult event and see how this Carnival AGL LR Goku does. Rainbowed now. Alright guys, we are here in an event with our boy, Mr. Goated Carnival Goku. So here we are, turn 1. Pretty good, starting out at 17 key. I would say that's, very good. This is what the good LRs kind of do these days. I mean, we do have a lot of support on the rotation, I guess, sure, but, I mean, this is still a very strong setup for this, well, I was going to say Warriors Race and Earth team, but, Earth, bred fighters, I guess. What is our defense turn 1? 376 is what Goku is at. Remember that Goku is going to stack defense in every single 18 key super. He does get a defensive buff after we get hit 5 times. He gets some key, he gets crit chance, he gets a number of stuff after he does get hit. Let's just go ahead and jump in here. Let's see how we do. Actually, if we get the 18 key super with that Carnival Goku right there, that's going to give us a minor attack buff. So this is a great turn 1 for this Goku. 200% leader skill. I don't have him at full level 10 links. Typically, I like to get a rainbow video out first because it just takes, it can take a long time to get characters to full level 10 links, right? So, just like to get a rainbow video up and then we'll sort of see. Damn, there's, oh, that sucks. Goku has a 50% chance to counter Ki Blast Supers. That would have been sick. All right, 7.59 right there, opening out. That's decent. I mean, I certainly would not mind that as sort of an attack stat that he would be putting out for. There's the 12 key super attack animation as well. Goku gets 30% attack and defense for 1 turn from his 12 key. So you gotta love that, I give him full dodge and the boy is still able to get that additional for me. Mwah, mwah. Love that. Although for me, that's hit or miss, right? Because it's like, I'll give a character 25 additional and they still don't hit it for me, unfortunately. Oh, we might as well just turn the intros off right here. Yamcha's is very fast. Yamcha, it's like, dude, Yamcha's intro is so goofy considering how fast it is. Like, it's like you blink and you miss it. A lot of these intros lately have been really long. I mean, the main one that will always come to mind is LR Golden Frieza. His active skill, we're just going on and on and on. Frieza's just yabbering away with that finger up. It's like, yeah, dude, we got it. This is a good animation, Frieza. Like, we got it, bro. We got it. Alright, so Yamcha should sit Hei's Shenron down pretty fast here, depending upon if we get additional supers, which we're not, of course. You guys know the deal with me. I've really cracked the code, right, for potentially why I like dodge so much more than a lot of people, right? For me, I feel like I have potentially very good very good defensive RNG. So my characters that need to dodge, or maybe I need to, get a start a turn guard on like Namek Goku or SR Ultimate Gohan or something like that, I typically have pretty good luck with that stuff. But my offensive RNG is usually dog shit. I do not have good luck when it comes to getting offensive RNG, additionals, crits, that type of thing. And this is, you know, people would say, oh, well, you don't get that because you usually have full dodge builds. But even on my characters with full offensive builds, I typically have very poor offensive luck. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, Goku is pretty impressive. This is just turn 2. And it's like, all right, 640k defense, stacking. He could still get more defense as he builds up. He's got the high chance to counter Ki Blast supers. I mean, I do like what we're seeing right here. There's no doubt about that. Now, one of the big reasons this is working out so well here is we do have All in the Family activated now. Remember, that's a very strong defensive link. And then, of course, AGL, Kid Gohan, remember that he does give quite a bit of defensive support as well. I really do want to make sure to get that counter animation for Goku. I like to get all the animations in these videos. I don't know that you're going to see that counter too often, really. But I do think it's still useful that he's got it, right? That he's got that 50% chance to counter. It's just something extra, right? Like, I think of, like, Gamma 1s. I mean, I don't really feel like I've used Gamma 1's counter too often, but, you know, maybe this Goku, because it's a Ki Blast counter, we'll see it more often. 6.7. See, these are the damage numbers we're going to be seeing from this Goku, I think, most of the time. Now, if he gets the 9 hits, yeah, he has to be hit 9 times. And once he gets hit 9 times, he will then get a 120% attack buff. And it's pretty substantial, right? Like, he's doing, you know, 6s and 7 millions right now. He's going to jump up to, what, like a good 12 or 13 million, somewhere in that range. So, he will be looking pretty good. I actually cannot... Okay. I would have used Yamcha's active to maybe just finish this phase off, but remember that this Shenron here, he actually does... he doesn't absorb, he just blocks Ki Blast super attacks, so Yamcha's active would not have done anything in this run. So we now have several teams with this Carnival LR Goku, and of course, you know, the Carnival LR Kid Gohan as well. We now have several teams massively buffed by these characters and some of these teams. Like this Earthbred Fighter team, Power of Wishes team, you know, Goku Family team, Bond Master and Disciple team. Like a lot of these types of teams are in a really good spot right now. Alright, so we could use Goku's... I think we would have a lot of links active. Yeah, he gets a lot of power next to that Yamcha, man. Because Infighter and Z Fighters and stuff like that. But let's, I guess, try and put Goku in harm's way. We could see if we can get some of these hits. He's eaten all 4 attacks so far. At attack number 5, we get a 59% defensive buff, which I think will be pretty substantial, along with him stacking and stuff like that. This will also be the final turn for us in terms of seeing Goku with his intro buff, right? Which is what gives him guard for 6 turns, 4 ki, and 59% attack and defense. For most fights in the game, that guard is going to be sufficient. This is one of the longer fights, which is one of the reasons I wanted to jump into this one, to potentially still get him like that 9 hits and stuff like that, right? But because of the fact that he stacks, even for super long fights, he could probably get to a pretty good point, right? Like, the Cell Max is probably still going to blow Goku away most of the time, but, like, you know, Goku can definitely live, like, the Metal Cooler Core, or, you know, Omega, or Final Form Cooler, as long as the boss is not tech. Like, depending upon how the fight goes, if Goku is, you know, stacked up sufficiently and stuff like that, I think Goku could get to a point where he could tank some of these bosses. I mean, I don't know, maybe the Metal Cooler Core, the thing about that fight is it's probably too fast, right? Like, because it's like on turn 4, you're on the core, turn 4, 5, 6, like, you're probably going to finish the core off. So I guess, like, it would be very difficult to even see Goku have a chance to eat the Metal Cooler Core Super without it being up, right? Like, that would not be easy whatsoever. I'm going to have Kid Gohan stay in slot 1 right here just to get a little bit of a stack. I think that would be pretty useful to get Kid Gohan built up a little bit extra here. So how many hits have we taken from Goku? We're like a good 6 hits in or something like that. So we are looking pretty good here. I think that we should be able to get, you know, the big attack buff, and we'll kind of see how this Carnival Goku is working. But from what I'm seeing from this Carnival Goku, I do kind of, I don't know, like, he's in that range with, like, Vegeta and Trunks and Tech Carnival Goku and stuff like that. I feel like I'm tempted to maybe put Goku below them. Because, like, Tech Carnival Goku's Revive is very good. This Goku can survive KO hits, which, you know, cool, right? Yeah, nice, that's cool. But, like, I think that mechanic is mostly bullshit. Because it's like, in order for the KO mechanic to work, we would have to essentially be in slot 3, because you get KO'd, and then you're left with 1 HP, right? But then the next attack will kill you. Okay, so when I'm talking about Goku being wiped out by, like, you know, Cell Max and Metal Core and stuff like that, like, even with, like, his defense, I think for some of those bosses, he potentially could survive it. But he does survive KO attacks once per turn anyway, but you're then left with 1 HP. I didn't give him a dodge build to maximize that. That was not my intention with it. Because, you know, that's why Yajirobe's Survive KO build is so good. It's because Yajirobe gets hit once, which is intended to be the KO attack, and then he gets a 70% chance to dodge, right? Goku's is not going to be the biggest deal. He's got it, but it's just like a nice addition, but I don't think this is something that would happen frequently where you will be like, oh my god, the Survive KO, we won because of that. That would be a super uncommon, I think. More notably, though, this Goku does have the 59% HP regen at the end of the turn if you fall below 40% during the turn, which I think could be really good, especially on a character with guard or a character that's going to be breaking a million defense. I do think that's actually a pretty strong ability too, right? So, like, we actually could easily see... Yajirobe could take a lot of damage right here, and we could easily see this. Okay, oh, so wow, Goku has taken enough hits already. So now he's up to 12.5. So Goku, now that we've gotten the 9 hits, you know, he's going to be able to do a lot of damage. The good news about Goku and needing to take all these hits, he hasn't dodged a single attack. That's very bizarre. Okay, for all the challenge, he's saving his dodges for all the challenge runs. I love, dude, he hasn't dodged a single time. What the hell? Like, in the Kid Gohan 55% video, Kid Gohan, the first 2 super attacks aimed at him, he dodged with his 5 dodge, right? Just like the free 5 dodge in unit scam. Now, let's see, will we take enough damage on Yajirobe? That's the dodge build I put on him, okay. Only 21k is not enough. And then there's the full dodge build Yajirobe's got. Okay, sure. Okay, so now you're sealing. I did bring a Senzu just in case some of these bosses got annoying. But we're not going to have to worry about that here. Can I get 7 orbs? We can. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pop the active skill for Yamcha. Just do a little bit extra damage to the Shenron right here. And then we should be able to, I think, pretty easily finish this boy off. We do have All in the Family activated for Kid Goku and Gohan. So I don't think... Gohan would not get one-shotted by this Shadow Dragon right here. The Shadow Dragon can hit pretty decently hard, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think, to one-shot Kid Gohan. If it comes down to that. So, I feel like we've pretty much just already, like, it's... Both the Goku and the Gohan are rather basic, right? Like, Goku is very tanky with his guard for the start of turns. Like, we could potentially rock him in slot 1 and stuff like that. Although, we could potentially, you know, get caught maybe after his guard wears off. But I don't know that most of the content in the game right now, his guard will have worn off. I think it would be rather... rare to see that happen, right? And then the heal, I think his heal is very, very good. That's one thing that this Goku has that I think is just, like, really going to help out a lot when you're actually, like, challenging yourself in some of these tough fights. Okay, so let's do this. This is a good turn to use Goku's active skill right here, actually. So Goku, remember, he builds up crit chance just from his passive with attacks received. So with him building up that crit chance, it's another reason I feel like you probably don't need to really go crit for this guy. But then as, you know, the fight goes on, we can get Goku's active skill. Either HP under 59%, or starting from the 5th turn with an Earth-bred fighter on rotation, we could use Goku's active skill. I don't think Goku's active skill here, the animation is not really that great. It's not really that long. Not incredible voice acting or anything. It does give us guaranteed crits, but I would say the active skill here for Goku is the weak point of this character. You know, animation-wise, you know, voice acting, like all of it. Like, I think I like the intro much more than the active skill. At 12 million, that's the most I've seen it do. It's just going to do way more damage once we actually have his passive built up, is what that is, right? Because we actually have his passive built up. Yeah, so now he does that. He's at 1 million defense. Let's have this Carnival Goku right here. Let's have him go ahead and super attack first. That'll give us a little buff. I'm going to use an item just in case STR Carnival Goku gets super here. He will live. We'll do this. So this is, I mean, this is going to be the best turn we're going to see from Goku in this video. We have almost all of our links activated. We got support. Like, this is just really good. Goku's fully built up. Hopefully we could see Goku get his Ki Blast counter too, because Nova does do Ki Blast super attacks. Ice Shenron, his super is an other type, but Nova does do Ki Blast. So if Nova tries to super Goku, Goku's probably going to kill him, but if Nova does, we would counter. Okay, so there's that. The Carnival Goku will live for sure. Yeah, 245. All right, and Goku's up to 14.8. Okay, I mean, that's good, right? Because he's now well over 1 million defense. You know, he could do the counter against a Ki Blast super, right? That was a guaranteed crit because of the active skill Spirit Bomb. I mean, you guys can see this Goku is very good. Again, I think he's something similar to Vegeta and Trunks, and, you know, Tech LR Carnival Goku and AGL, you know, EZA Gohan. That's kind of the level that this Goku is at. Okay, so what I want to do now, I just want to get his counter animation in the video, and then we'll finish up. So let me just go into a fight where we can get this counter animation, get it in the video, and we're done. But let me know what you guys think of this Carnival Goku Rainbowed. I think he is phenomenal. Here we go. Here is Goku's Ki Blast counter right here. Again, I've talked about this many times at length. If they're going to give a character a counter attack, I think it probably, you know, could be against all type of supers, right? And, you know, like 50% chance or something like that. Sure, fine, whatever. But if they're going to give a character something specific against a certain super attack type, like a Ki Blast or a melee or something like that, I think it really should either be a guaranteed proc or it should be a nullification, one of the two. But they decide to keep doing this Ki Blast thing. You know, it's just like, you know, an OG like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta really is able to make just so much more value out of his counter because it works against any type of super, not just specifically like a Ki Blast super attack or something like that. But there we go. There is the Carnival LR Super Saiyan Goku. I think he is an outstanding unit, a fantastic unit, exactly the type of character I like. He has guard, he stacks defense, and he has a mid-battle heal. That triple combo is very strong. Again, he's right there with Carnival Goku, Vegeta and Trunks and stuff like that. I'm not really too sure how I would stake them up. Like, he's just somewhere in the mix with those characters, right? Like, I feel like the Orange Piccolo class of characters is a little bit above him. But I think, you know, I don't know, the Metal Cooler class of characters is below this Carnival AGL Goku. So let me know what you guys think of this absolute beast. I love him. I love him. I love him. Mwah! I love him. And I'll catch y'all next time.